just to take upon yourselves the name of one of the world's most heroic knightly figures. Now you can am a DeMolay, to be deemed worthy of the privilege of entering into the comradeship of that great army here and abroad who have dedicated themselves to the ideals of Jacques DeMolay demonstrates highest type of manhood. To be accepted as a DeMolay is therefore an honor of which any young man may be justly proud. In being received into our ranks, instructed in the 7 cardinal virtues of this great order. We hope you've been impressed with the lessons they teach. There is no better foundation on which to build your character and future life than the practice of these virtues. The order of DeMolay teaches many, but none are more important than honor and true respect for womanhood, and more especially for motherhood. It is fitting, therefore, that you have been called upon to stand again before this altar in a few moments of special emphasis upon the virtue which has been given first place among the jewels adorning the crown of youth, love. For my purpose now, this altar is dedicated to our mothers, whose love never fails. You may rise to positions of great influence in commercial, political, or professional life. You can never reach the heights of your mother's secret hopes for you. You may sink into the lowest depths of infamy and degradation, but never below the reach of her love. The memory of it will always stir your heart. There is no man so entirely base, so completely vile, so utterly low, that he does not hold in his heart a shrine, sacred and apart, for the memory of his mother's love. Draw you a picture of love divine? It would not be that of a stately angel with a form that is full of grace, but a tired and toil-worn mother with a grave and tender face. It was your mother who loved you before you were born, who carried you for long months close to her heart, and in the fullness of time took God's hand in hers through the valley of the shadow to give. It was she who cared for you during the helpless years of infancy and the scarcely less dependent years of childhood. As you have grown less dependent, she has done the countless, thoughtful, trouble-healing, helpful, and encouraging things only a mother seems to know how to do. You have accepted these attentions more or less as matters of gratitude or any expression of your appreciation. You are rapidly approaching the time in life when you'll be entirely independent of your mother. The tie that bound you to her may be severed as years go by, but the tie of mother love can never be broken. Look upon all life, when you have reached the threshold of manhood, your mother might well say, in the words of the poet, body's son, but birth's a swift thing compared to 1 in 20 years of feeding you with spirit's tears. In soul, but my glad hands have kept you whole. Your groping hands bound me to life with ruthless bands, and all my living became a prayer, while all my days built up a stair for your young feet that trod behind, that you an aspiring way should find. Think you that life can give you pain stab in me again? Think you that life can give you shame, which does not make my pride go lame? And you can do no evil thing which sears with poison sting? Because of all that I have done, remember me in life, O son. Keep that proud body fine and fair. My life is monumented there. For my life, make no woman weep. For my life, hold no woman cheap. And see you give no woman scorn for that dark night when you were born. These flowers which you see on our altar are symbols of that mother. The white, mother who's gone, and the red, the mother who still lives to bless your life. In the dim recesses of her heart, still, she keeps a shrine. Here she kneels in prayer, while from above long shafts of light upon her shine. Her heart is flower fragrant as she prays, a quiver like a candle flame. Each prayer bless the world she works among, to leave the radiance of the candles there. We want each to take a flower from this altar. If your mother has passed over to the other, and keep it always sacred to her memory. May the sight of it quicken every tender you anew in your efforts to be worthy of her hopes and aspirations for you. Mother is still living, you will choose a red flower. When you go home tonight, give it to your mother. Tell her it is our recognition of God's best gift to a man, his mother's love. Take her in your arms and say, "Mother, I've learned a great lesson tonight. The ceremonies have helped me realize more fully how much you really mean to me. I'm going to try to show you daily how much I appreciate the sacrifices you have made for me and the love and care you give me." Someday, you will find that flower. I know not where, perhaps in her Bible or prayer book or some other sacred place. Tonight is meant to the one whose love for you, her son, is beyond the comprehension of any son. My brothers, each of you will please take a red or white flower from the altar. Go ahead. DeMolay can ask no more of you than that you shall endeavor so to live as to be worthy of your mother's love.